All right, I'm going to do a first oil change on this before I start it. Not quite ready to start it yet. Got to finish cleaning out the fuel tank. Drain plug on this thing is a weird size. I can't seem to figure out what it is. It's between 3/4 and 11/16, and it's not 18. 18 doesn't fit either. That thing was stuck. Whew. Last guy must not have oiled the seal. Okay, get it? Seal. Oil the seal. Right, oil smells like gas. Well known. The open end got it. That's some dark oil. Well, at least it had oil. Oh, you know, why wouldn't I jack this thing up instead of trying to squeeze on it? Silly. Alright, I'm using 10W30 and Napa Gold filter 7035. This oil plug, never seen one quite like that. It's not metal, some kind of plastic. Oh, it's got how much you're supposed to tighten it, not. Okay, so I could have used an Allen wrench instead of fumbling around trying to find the right opening wrench. Interesting. I'm going to see if there's a replacement for that. Yeah, maybe I'll just use it. Alright, just finishing up putting oil in. Just notice this. I don't know what happened there. Looks like a beaver got a hold of it. Took this front cover off. It was for large Phillips screws that hold it on. Pretty easy to take off. Gives me a little more access. Put some ethanol fuel down in there, and it looks like, after sloshing it around a while, it looks like it's loosened up a lot of crud. I just got to pump that out. Ah! Don't like those. Got to dig them off my dog. Oh, there's my sock. Kinds of goodies. I just hope nothing gets out and bites me. Keep this covered up. Got all these little birds in my shed. I don't know how to keep them out. Got any ideas? Tried hanging up a CD. I don't know if you can see that against the sun. Sometimes the sun hits it and flashes, and they seem to like it. I don't know. Must put up the wrong disc. Did a temporary gas tank. Got a filter on the gas tank. Gonna leave that tank go for now. I'm going right into the fuel pump. I probably could have went directly into the carburetor because it's above the level, but I'm going to try to do a first start. Check the oil. It's got plenty of oil. Where's my screwdriver? It's in neutral. Got a choke. Oh, big fail. Shoot. I was wondering about that. That doesn't look so good to me. I want to pull that all apart, clean it up, get some dielectric grease on it. That's probably what my trouble is right now. I'll get that worked on and bring you back. Trying to jump start it. Starter sounds real bad, and it doesn't sound like it's throwing the gear out into the flywheel. So I may have to pull the starter off, get that tested, see what's junky in it. They said bring home a free UTV. They said it would be fun. Yeah, it'll be easy. Well, after yesterday's failed start attempt, I decided I'm going to pull some stuff apart. Get this Kawasaki. Get the plastics pulled off so I can see in there. In order to do that, looks like these two are just dummy screws. They don't really attach to anything. But I got to get these two rusty screws out to get this fender off. Then that thing should fall right off. So it's kind of hard to get in here, but I already worked on this, cleaned out the head a little bit, and they seem to be turning out even though they look pretty rough. Wow, I can even turn it with my fingers. So this is a Kawasaki engine. It's a FH680D. And D does not stand for diesel. I'm not sure what that stands for. Yeah, I thought that would pop right out there. Sure, I had a stubby down here, and I do not. This is my big shed. It's unheated. I do a lot of my work up in my garage where it's heated and my big toolbox is. I expected to fight with this one a little more. No shortage of length on that one. Oofta. I don't know if that goes all the way across the other side. Access. All right, there's the starter. Pull the battery out. All right, I got the battery out. Looks like 2 bolts holding on the starter. Pulled this plug out. That thing was really gummed up with dirt. Oh yeah, we got corrosion Down in there, that all needs to be cleaned up. Not sure what these green wires are. Go to the top of the engine for something. This stuff out of the way so you guys can see as poorly as I can. Anybody else hear birds? Couldn't find any videos on how to pull this starter off, so I'm just fumbling through. This is number 12 socket. So it's not a starter problem. At least I'll get all this apart, clean up all the terminals. Kind of think it is though. Just pulled the green wire off this terminal. Yeah, this thing's seen some weather. Looks like I have to pull that off in order to get that red wire off. 14 millimeter. Nice thing about brass, it doesn't usually lock up permanently. A little colder today, it's like 35 degrees. Still nice, not a lot of wind. We don't like how that stud's kind of loose. Okay, that should wiggle out. It's got some rust on the body. Kind of think it's the, I don't know a lot about starters. Well, I'm going to set up a bench test. Yeah, I was looking over the flywheel, it looks good. And then I just found the model number, serial number down in there. They really bury that thing. Good to put in the records. Just looking over the ends of this cable. It's probably no wonder there's poor continuity. I'm going to take that to the wire wheel. Battery side wasn't too bad. Could still use some cleaning. Going to get some dielectric grease on there. I may just replace these cables. They're pretty old and faded. Just a quick peek at how well they cleaned up. I think you can see that. I'm just wiping off the exterior of the starter. Turns a little hard. I don't know if it's supposed to. Paint on this thing is on there, but it's just covering rust. It kind of speaks to the amount of moisture this thing has seen. I know it may not have anything to do with the inside, but there might be a lot of moisture on the inside too. Alright, trying to bench test this starter. See if I can do this one-handed. Bench is just a mess. Seems to work fine. Just maybe needed to clean all the terminals up. Alright, got the starter all cleaned up. Got a bunch of the rust tamed down, put a little bit of rust converter on it. I'm going to oil this up just a little bit inside there. Already looks better. There was rust inside there. Took all these off, cleaned all the washers up with the wire wheel. A little bit of dielectric grease on them. Got to get these tightened back up. Yeah, these are not brass nuts or copper. Still looking to see if I have any around here. I would like brass washers and stuff, but it'll probably do for the life of this starter at this point. In case you're curious. That's my wire wheel. Got another one out in the big shed. It's cold out today, so that's why I'm inside today. I'm going to be putting this back in. I'm not going to film any of that. I'm just going to clean up all the connections and put it all back together, and I'll bring you guys back in when I try to do a first start. That'll be the end of part 2. Yeah, will it start? That was kind of a failure. We'll shoot for part 3 to get it started. Thanks for watching.